Okay, 6 o'clock and we're ready to go with this Phantoms game summary. This was my first game that I went to, and it took place on March 23rd, 2019 at 7:05 p.m. It was the Lehigh Valley Phantoms taking on the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins. The final score was the Phantoms 4 and the Penguins 5. The game ended in overtime. American Hockey League, it was game number 999 in the league. Okay, you'll see the scoring in a little bit. But first, let's see what the starting lineups were. For the Phantoms, on defense was Philip Samuelson and Mark Freeman. Forwards were Tyrell Goulburn and Nick Aubé-Kubel. The center was Brian Fries, and the goaltender was Alex Lyon. For the Penguins, the defensemen were Juuso Ricola and Chris Summers. And forwards were Sam Miltek and Ryan Haggerty. Center was Sam Lafferty, and goaltender was Tristan Jarry. Once again, I apologize for the pauses there. I was just trying to concentrate and get my starting lineups going. Of course, the game took place at PPL Center in front of a PPL Center sod of 8,442. The game actually started at 7:18 and it ended at 9:51. A 2-hour and 33-minute game. And now here are the officials. The referees were Kenny Anderson and Stephen Renew. And the linesmen were Judd Ritter and Jason Mandrock. Here is the play-by-play map. And also, we have a few shots. And then, know what happened? 10 minutes and 19 seconds in the first period, the Penguins scored. The goal was scored by Sam Lafferty. It was assisted by Sam Miltek and Ryan Haggerty. Lafferty's 9th of the season. And then, after a shot from Mark Freeman, Philip Samuelson scores a goal for the Lehigh Valley Phantoms, powering it through Tristan Jarry. Just a, let me do some math here. 19 plus 10, 29, 39, 49, minus 2. 28 seconds after Wilkes-Barre Scranton scored, the Phantoms scored a goal. The goal was scored by Philip Samuelson, assisted by Mark Freeman and Nick Aubé-Kubel. Samuelson 6th of the season. 4th for the season. And we see a goalie change. Alex Lyon just had to concentrate and get out of net. And then, 11 minutes and 57 seconds into the first period, a fight takes place. For the Phantoms, Carson Torinsky gets a 5-minute fighting major. Pascal Auberge gets a roughing. And I believe that is Torinsky's penalty. I believe Auberge is just serving a penalty. And for the Penguins, Patrick McGrath gets a fighting major for 5 minutes. And then, right after that, with 13 minutes and 37 seconds into the first, Cole Bardreau gets a penalty for slashing. And then, 15 minutes and 17 seconds into the first, Mike Vecchione also gets a penalty for slashing. And then, 17 minutes, 16 seconds into the first period, Wilkes-Barre Scranton scored again. The goal was scored by Joseph Blandisi. Assists were by Sam Lafferty and Kevin Kuzutman. Lafferty already scored a goal. It's Blandisi's 16th of the season. And then into the second period, 2 minutes and 11 seconds into the second period, Joseph Blandisi, after scoring a goal in the first, he got a penalty for hooking. It's a 2-minute minor. And then, let me do some math here. 11, 21, 31, 41, 37 or 38 seconds after that hooking penalty, Jimmy Hayes it's a bench minor. Hayes is serving a bench minor for too many men on the ice. 2 minutes and 48 seconds into the second period, too many men on the ice takes place. Later after that, 5 minutes and 10 seconds into the second period, Kevin Guzman gets a boarding penalty for Wilkes-Barre Scranton. And then Wilkes-Barre Scranton extends their lead to 3-1, 9 minutes and 18 seconds into the second period, with a goal scored by Sam Lafferty. His second goal of that night, and it was assisted by Ryan Haggerty and Sam Miltek. It's Lafferty's 10th of the season. And then, 58 seconds after that happened, 10 minutes and 16 seconds into the second period, Phantoms score to bring that score to 3-2. Of the goal being scored by Greg Carey, assisted scored by David Kasha and Connor Bunneman. It's Carey's 27th for the season. And then 16 minutes and 15 seconds into the second period, Cole Bardreau scores a goal to tie the game up at 3-3. It's Bardreau's 5th of the season. Assists were by Steven Splavely and Carson Torinsky. Then, with 6 seconds to go in the second period, Jimmy Hayes gets a penalty for slashing. It's his second penalty of the night. The second time he's gone to the penalty box that night after serving a bench minor for too many men on the ice. And this penalty, the Phantoms are on the power play, and that goes into the third period. There's a few shots. And then 1 minute and 56 seconds into the third period, Nick Aube-Kubel gets a boarding penalty. And there's a few shots here. 6 minutes and 8 seconds into the third period, Phantoms score. Goal was scored by Brian Freese. Assists were by Chris Connor and Reese Wilcox. It's Freese's 17th for the season. 2 shots. And then, with 59 seconds to go in the third period, the game is tied up at 4-4 after Phantoms score a goal. The Phantoms were leading by 1, and then Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins tied it up with a hat trick from Sam Lafferty. And it's Lafferty's 11th of the season. Assists were by Joseph Blandisi and Kevin Guzman. Jerry has to concentrate, gets off. And then, 1 minute and 2 seconds, it didn't take any shots. Ryan Haggerty scores the game winner. The goal was unassisted. 1 minute and 2 seconds into overtime. Here's a little head-to-head of what happened the previous season. And here are their previous meetings. And here was the final score. Scoring summary, shots on goal, and power play opportunities, penalty minutes, and points. Here's the scoring and penalty summaries. And the 3 stars of the game. Third star went to Sam Miltek of the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins with 2 assists. Second star went to Ryan Haggerty for scoring the overtime game winner. And the first star went to Sam Lafferty for scoring a hat trick. And so that's about it. Don't forget that I have another game summary coming up at 7 with a matchup between the same two teams, Phantoms and Penguins. And that took place on April 6th. And don't forget, once again, coming up at 7 o'clock. So I'll see you then.